and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. I'm sure you are so sick of seeing these Sephora haul videos, but we got one more coming at you right here. So this is so late. I totally understand how late this video is, but I made 3 orders. And the third order still actually hasn't even made it to me yet. But you know what? I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for that third order. It only had 1 item in it anyway, and I'll tell you what it is as we go along. I'm gonna tell you what I bought, and I'm gonna try some of the things on my face. Everything I talk about, I am gonna link in the description box below, by the way. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave if you like makeup content. I do upload videos weekly, and while you're watching this, if you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with hair products first. I'll just kind of whiz by these quickly. So the first 2 things are repurchases of things that I already have. Obviously, that's what a repurchase is. So I got the Olaplex No. 0 Intensive Bond Building Hair Treatment. And then I also got the Olaplex No. 5, which is the conditioner. I just got the mini. I've talked about Olaplex on my channel before. I don't have to go on and on about it. I love Olaplex. My hair got severely damaged last year from hair extensions, and I feel like this has helped my hair so much. If you've been thinking about it, I would definitely suggest trying it out. And they have minis, which is nice. Like this conditioner mini, I'm just repurchasing for the first time, and I bought it in the fall or summer. So it lasted a pretty good amount of time. So I love the Olaplex system. So I've repurchased these 2 products. And then the other hair product that I bought is the Inkey List Salicylic Acid Exfoliating Scalp Treatment. This sounded really intriguing to me. I had never really heard anybody talk about it. I just saw it on the site, and I was like, it didn't take much for me to want to buy it. I was an easy target because it says oil and flake control serum. Best for oily, itchy, and flaky scalps. Sounds great. That's exactly what I have, an oily, itchy, and flaky scalp. So my hair is very fine and very oily. It gets oily within day 2, day 3 is usually the longest I can go without washing my hair is like 3 days. So I'm hoping this may help balance out the oil in my scalp. I'm gonna have to let you guys know how it is. I don't know, I'm excited to try it out. Okay, and then I got the Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62 body spray. So this is like the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream smell, or it's supposed to be, and it says that it is. It is, but it also has a different smell to it. Like, I opened my box, and when I smelled it for the first time, it distinctly reminded me of a body spray or perfume I used to wear when I was a teenager. I think I figured it out. It's like an Ed Hardy perfume in a red bottle. If I can find a picture, I'll pop it up on the screen. Like, it reminds me a lot of that perfume, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't love. But that's okay, I haven't actually put it on my body yet, and we'll have to see how I like it. I did get a mini too, which was smart. For me, with fragrances, I'm so picky. I don't know about you guys, like I am so picky. I watch people's perfume collection videos and they have like 20 perfumes and I'm like, I don't even like 3 perfumes. I haven't found 3 that I like love enough to wear, if that makes sense. So anyway, I got this. Okay, I guess that was it for the non-makeup products. I thought I had more. Okay, so let's go to the makeup products. Technically, I didn't buy these at Sephora. Let me explain. I bought the one size, the blush trio and the bronzer trio. I got the blush trio in the shade Freaky Peach. It is just like this beautiful, this is my perfect blush. This reminds me a lot of the Patrick Ta blush duo that I have. Yeah, these look pretty similar, okay? Fine. I love this Patrick Ta one. I'm excited to try this. And then I also got the bronzer trio in the shade Light. Now, I was almost going to get medium, but I read the description and it said that it runs dark, and boy, am I glad that I got the light, because swatching this, wow, it's pigmented, and it looks a lot deeper than I thought it was going to look, so I did get the shade Light. I don't know if I just said that. The packaging on this stuff is super pretty. I actually kind of prefer this one because this one is a little more mirrored, so my fingerprints are gonna get all over it, but really nice packaging. I also did order the one size translucent loose powder. That's the 3rd package that I did not receive yet, but I did use it to set my base today. I have like a little tiny sample size, and I love this powder. My favorite loose powder of all time is the MAC and Patrick Star collaboration that they did, Patrick's powder, but they discontinued that. I do still have a backup because I bought a backup. So I'm not really surprised that I like this because Patrick Star made this powder as well. I wouldn't say that they're the same powder or anything like that. The Patrick's powder in MAC had like a pink tint to it. This has more of like a yellowy tint to it, but it's a really good mattifying powder. It's not super drying, but it's definitely like a heavier powder. I do have oily skin, so I want something that's going to set my foundation and my concealer and make it last and not break up and not get oily. So I need something a little extra. So this really does it for me. I've really enjoyed it. Makes it smooths out my skin, smooths out my pores. Love it. Absolutely love it. That sounds like something you would like. I would say check it out. So I bought a full size of that. Anyway, what I was saying was I didn't get these two on the Sephora website. I am rouge, so I got 20% off, but they were having a deal on the One Size website. If you bought one of each of these, you get 25% off plus free shipping. So I bought these on the One Size website. So I would suggest that during the Sephora sales, brands sometimes have better deals on their website to compete with the Sephora sale, I'm sure. So yeah, we're gonna try these out. Now, on that same vein, I did buy two more blushes. Two more cream blushes, actually. So the first one is the LYS Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush in the shade Kindness. I really wanted the shade Classy, but it was sold out. It's still sold out, but again, a peach color. This does look similar to the matte powder version in the One Size. By the way, in the One Size, they have a cream, a matte, and a shimmer blush. So that should be interesting to see. And so when I felt this, it feels not super pigmented, which is good, like more buildable. But on the other side of the coin, I got the Rare Beauty liquid blush. I do have one of these already in the shade Bliss. It's the matte version, and I wanted to try the dewy version, and this one is in the shade Joy. So again, it's like a coral peachy blush. I just love warm tone blushes. I don't know, I just do. Let me try the bronzer first. So apparently it's meant to be 3 undertones. So this is Sculpt, this is Bronze, and this is Shade. So I'm gonna use this giant powder brush just because that's just what's in front of me. And I'm gonna take the top shade, which the shade, and I'm just gonna start to put this on the perimeter of my face. By the way, everything else I have on my face, I will link in the description box down below in case you're curious. Okay, that was nice. That gave like a really subtle like color to my face. It's definitely matte, and it wasn't hard to blend out or anything like that, so that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna take more of like an angled brush, and I'm gonna go into the bronze shade, which is just below it. Okay, see, that's super pigmented. That's quite nice. That's quite nice, I like that. Okay, so now I'm scared.
I'm scared.
When I swatched this, it was very, very, very pigmented. So I'm gonna go in with the same brush, like super light, light. Yeah, look. Woohoo. I mean, it definitely sculpts the face. That was really, really nice. I love a matte bronzer, and I love that this gives you 3 different tones, which I feel like is nice. Like as I'm getting more tan, I can really play with the shades, mix and match the shades if I want to. Just be careful if you do decide to pick this up. It is very pigmented, so just tap, 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 tap. But really pretty. That was easy to use. Love it. I think I'm gonna save this for another video just because I have already used this before, so I kind of know, generally speaking, what I'm getting into with this. I really wanna try out the LYS cream blush. I've been wanting to try the brand LYS for a while now, so I'm super excited to have this. So I'm gonna take a brush. This one's from e.l.f. I don't think they sell it anymore. And I'm just gonna take this straight from the component onto the brush. Just tap it out on the back of my hand and just start to apply it. Yeah, it's pretty buildable. That's super pretty. I love the color. Yeah, that was very, very easy to apply, like incredibly easy. And I agree, it's a satin matte. Like it's definitely got no sheen at all to it, which I like because I have oily skin, like I've said. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And the actual pan in this is ginormous. I was really surprised when I opened it. I was like, wow, that is a giant pan. It's affordable for Sephora prices and it's big, so you're getting a good value. Okay, I wanna go into this for this side. And I'm gonna take an IT Cosmetics Airbrush Flawless Complexion I can never say that. Complexion brush. And I'm gonna go into the One Size Cream Blush. Okay, so this one looks definitely more like pinky red based. And it definitely has a little more moisture to it. Very pretty. Just going over it with my damp sponge just to tone it down and kind of push it into my skin a little bit. That's super pretty too, but they're definitely different. Like, I kind of made judgments thinking they were gonna look the same. They're definitely different. This one is a lot more subtle, a lot more buildable, a lot more of a toned down peachy color. This one has a little bit more red. It's a little bit more vibrant and it definitely has more of a sheen to it. Definitely emphasizes texture a little more because it is a little bit more luminous as opposed to this one. So just depends on your preference, I guess. I am gonna go over both sides with some of these. So on this side, I wanna do the matte blush just to see. So I'm gonna take just an angled brush. I'm gonna go into the matte side. I'm gonna tap it off like crazy because it's a lot of pigment. Okay, it just enhanced that color. I kind of went a little crazy with the blush today, but that's okay. We're literally just trying the makeup out. It is like 8 o'clock at night, so I'm not going anywhere. Okay, now this I am also scared of. This shimmery blush, because from the swatches, it looks like metallic. And it's not really my thing, but guess what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna try and see what it looks like. So I'm gonna take the same brush, I just wiped it off, and I'm gonna go into the, wow, the shimmery side. It's actually quite pretty. I don't hate it. I think I like it over this because this is more of a matte cream base where it doesn't accentuate the texture. And then this just adds a little shine where I think if I had put this over this one, it would have been too much. Okay. So far, I like it. It's just very different and I have to continue using it in different ways to really, you know, see what's the best way for me. And so far, I really like this as well. Okay, and then the star of the show, in my opinion, I picked up the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette. This is gorgeous, okay? It's gorgeous and it's expensive, I know. But I did buy his first eyeshadow palette and it didn't sting as much because I had a gift card. So it wasn't like, you know, really $68 coming from my pocket. But nevertheless, I really have enjoyed that palette a lot. I do think it's a unique neutral palette. It has different textures in it. It has those cream shadows. I feel like it's unique. When I saw this being sneaked, I was like, yeah, I'm already sold. I love Patrick Ta. I feel like all of his products, like I just want them all. His brand just like speaks to me on another level. Anyway, this palette looks gorgeous. The swatches felt really nice. They felt very similar to the first palette where some of the shimmers are more like toppery shades. The mattes feel super buttery and they go from very light to very deep, which I love, 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 love. These two cream shadows are actually quite a bit deeper, which I thought was interesting. Maybe we'll incorporate one of those as well today. So I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. We're just gonna get to it. I'm gonna start off with this matte shadow here, the second lightest matte shadow on a fluffy brush. Just gonna put that all within my crease and above my crease. That was incredibly easy to blend, just like the first palette that I had from him. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the next deepest matte, and I'm just gonna place that on my outer corner and a little bit lower in the crease. Okay, we're just gonna go right to the deepest matte over here, and I'm gonna place that in my outer corner. It's beautiful. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna take this cream shadow, the lighter of the two. These are super emollient. I don't remember them being this emollient in my other palette. Maybe it's just because this one is newer and because it's 1,000 degrees in here, everything is melting. But I am gonna take this on my finger to start, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid, and I'm gonna layer one of the shimmers on top of it. And I'm gonna work one eye at a time just because I want this to still be sticky. I'm gonna go into this one, which is actually a duochrome. Like, looking at it from this side, it's gold, but when you look at it straight on, it's like pink. So it's got a shift to it, which I think is super cool. He didn't really have those in the first palette. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna layer it on top. That looks super pretty. I don't know if you're really gonna be able to see it, but wow. He did that again. I'm gonna go back with the darkest color and just reinforce the outer corner here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be right back. Super pretty. Like, super, super pretty.
You think you're really pretty.
I'm kind of glad that I put that base down first before this one because by itself, it doesn't really have much of a base color to it. Like I said, it's more of that like toppery color, but it's so sparkly. It's so pretty. Okay, and the last two things I picked up aren't that exciting. They're also repurchases, but I'll just go over them quickly before I finish up the look. Well, I'm gonna use them. I bought a refill of the KVD tattoo liner, but this is in Mad Max Brown. So I did mention recently in one of my drugstore videos, or one of my favorites videos actually, that I love the Hard Candy Liquid Eyeliner. This is sold at Walmart and it's like $7. I feel like personally it's just as good as the KVD eyeliner for a fraction of the cost. It's just as easy to use. It's just as matte. It's just as black. It's just as long wearing. The problem is they don't sell this in brown, which is unfortunate. I wish that they did. So I'm gonna keep checking. I mean, sometimes Walmart's website is funny with beauty products. They'll come in stock, out of stock. Things will be there that weren't there a couple days ago. So I really did want a brown eyeliner and I love this eyeliner. I've been using it for many years, many years. It is a little darker of a brown than I would like. It's almost black. So I would have liked if it was a little less dark, but that's okay. It's still a good eyeliner. So I'm actually gonna line my eyes with this today. Now I have to get so close to my mirror, it's not even funny. So if I go out of focus, I'm really sorry. If I go out of frame, I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, that was pretty easy. So one thing I am noticing is I never ever do my face makeup first because when I do my eyes, I touch my face like constantly. I do. I rest my hand on my face and all that. So I've touched my cheek a couple of times on this side and it's coming up off my cheek even though I've put that powder blush on top. So it just goes to show you that this Patrick Star One Size cream blush is very emollient and it does transfer. Maybe putting like a translucent powder on top of it would stop that from happening, but I am like melting. I'm melting! That might also be part of it. Okay, while I'm waiting for my mascara to dry, I'm gonna do the lower lash line. I'm gonna take a flat definer brush. I'm gonna take the darkest matte shade. I'm gonna run that as close to the lash line as possible. A tiny little pointed blender brush, and I'm going to go into the second matte shade that we used. I'm gonna run that underneath. And I'm gonna try this lightest shimmer shade as an inner corner highlight. I don't know if it's going to be too deep, but we won't know until we try. It looks super like crumbly, so I'm gonna spray it. Yeah, it's definitely a little deeper than I would have wanted, but that's okay. We're going with it. And then the last product that I picked up was a repurchase of the Lily Lashes Brush On Adhesive. This is my favorite lash glue. I've talked about it several times on my channel. A lot of lash glues really irritate my eyes, and this one doesn't. It does a really good job of keeping my lashes on. and it's not so intense that it sticks in my eyelashes for days afterwards. It's really gentle. I like it a lot. So I already have one open, so I'm not gonna open the new one just yet. And I'm gonna apply some lashes. I have the Unearthly Cosmetics Immortal Lashes. I love these. So I will pop these on and I'll be right back. Okay, I just popped on my lashes and I added the Flower Beauty Foreverwear Eyeliner Crayon in my waterline. So this is the final look using my new products from the Sephora sale. What do you think? I love it. I love it. So let me just give you a rundown of the products we used today and like my thoughts on everything. So I think the bronzer trio is really nice. I like that they give you 3 different shades. I think that's really nice. 3 different undertones that you can mix and match and customize your own shade, and it can adjust with the time of year depending on what your skin tone is as it changes. I like that a lot. I like a matte bronzer too, to be honest with you. This, I have to keep playing with this. Upon first application, I actually prefer the other cream blush, the cream blush part. It's a little emollient, a little dewy for me personally for what I like, but I'm gonna keep using it. The 2 powder blushes seem pretty nice. This actually is a lot nicer than I thought it was gonna be, the metallic side or the shimmery side. It doesn't look as metallic as I thought it was going to, so I'm very happy about that. Love the colors as well. This cream blush I could see being like one of my favorites. I'll have to keep using it, of course. I can't call it a favorite yet, but upon first application, it's like right up my alley, more of a matte finish. It's gonna stay put more probably. I touched both sides of my face. This side came up with the one size, so I really like the color. The eyeshadow palette, of course, I have to keep using it, and I always do a palette ranking every time I use like 8 to 10 palettes. I do a ranking of those palettes just to give you a little bit more of a thorough review once I've used the palettes a lot more, and then I do them in a ranking style just for funsies. This seems like the same quality as the last palette, and I really enjoyed that quality. Is it worth $68? I don't know. I have to keep using it before I can really come out and say whether it is or not. The mattes were easy to blend. The cream shadow was nice. The shimmer was nice. I like how the look came out, so I can't complain about that. Did you shop the Sephora sale? If you did, let me know in the comments what you bought. I would love to know. Or did you skip the Sephora sale? If you did, let me know. I want to know that as well. I didn't go too crazy this year, which was nice. Last time I did. So I'm happy with my purchases. I'm excited to keep using them. I'm going to come back after I've tested these things a lot more and let you know more thorough thoughts, but leave me some thoughts of what I used today. What do you think about the things I used on my face today? I would love to know your thoughts about them as well. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next time. Bye.